Recently, just today, and I was very intrigued because I've been reading a lot in newspapers about, you know, the anniversary and how people are approaching it because it is the 10th anniversary. So I'm actually really excited to be here. I actually just got here, so yeah, I think it's a really good idea, and I'm glad that this is actually happening.
This is the second LA versus War. I didn't have an opportunity to be in the very first one. I'm actually a participating artist, and I'm really proud of it. I think the show looks good, and I think the work is equally good. The talented artists that come here to give their works at a far lower premium than what normally they would probably charge is valuable. I think having people come out and participate in an event that is multimedia, it's got music, it's got art, it's got performance, it's got good people, and it's a positive place, you know, and I think that says a lot about the community of Los Angeles and obviously the United States, because look, we can gather, we can speak our minds about things that some people may not want to talk about because they may not agree with them, but at the same time, it's important that we can gather as artists and as people and just show our beliefs.
Concept's interesting. Like, and I go to a lot of art shows in LA. You know, people always try to be a little bit edgy, but this is pretty focused, pretty concentrated on war. Very critical to a lot of things in politics with the current Obama administration, with just issues in our society, man. You know, like some of it, you know, it's like people are expressing themselves. Some of it, people are being pretty raw, I gotta say. But, you know, in a way, that's what art should be. It should shock you. It should be raw. You know, it should send a message.
Well, I don't know a lot about concept, but just looking around here, I would say it's sort of a reinvigoration of peace and what that means to each artist. And it comes out in different ways. Sometimes it's really positive and colorful, and other times it's sort of absent of color and sort of the dregs of what humanity is. But all of it is beautiful, and the lines are so strong in all of these prints. I don't know, I'm sort of wowed. I just keep walking around like, ah.
Most tower.
That's correct.
You're over in Chelsea. Did you hear the explosion from
yes.
your position?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, we heard it, and because I was just like standing there, pretty much looking out the window, I didn't see what caused it or if there was an impact.
So you have no idea right now?
There's another one. Another plane just hit. Right. Oh my God! Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God, it's right in the middle of the building.
I feel like a lot of healing has been done. I grew up in the East Coast, and a lot of family members, a lot of friends were more affected than I was being out here. I mean, it was intense. It's not that I wasn't affected, but to see my friends and family that were closer to 9/11 just be more relaxed and have healed from that is really important to me.
It's a memory, and memories do fade. In order to heal, you do need to forget, because pain can torment you for your whole life. You need to transcend that pain, and you do need to forget. and you need to change it a little bit. I don't know how to describe it because I didn't have to deal with that tragedy. So, you know, again, life and death, see? That's what it comes down to. War and peace, love and family.
It's still something that's very real. Yet it's so far, like so long ago, but it happened, and it's very close to the heart just because it's where we're from. You know, it happened in the U.S., so it's something that's never going to be forgotten.
My little sister was in New York at the time. She's actually over here right now looking at some art, my two sisters. She was traumatized with the whole thing. I mean, it gets you. As an American, you're just like, how is our country being attacked? How does this thing happen? You know, it strikes your heart. You know, it's very sensitive. But, you know, people were just in this vulnerable position where, you know, people in power took advantage of that. Rather than taking the opportunity to lift people up, you know, and kind of direct this country into a more positive place, they use it as leeway to do wars like did to Iraq, you know, and do some bullshit, hunt for some weapons of mass destruction that were never there. It was just a moment of vulnerability in our country that I think was taken in the wrong place. You know, it hurts me that, you know, our country was attacked. You know, I was happy when Bin Laden died, to be honest, man.